uh, been holding Ash for a little while now. This is day. Day 4, I believe, of holding her. And as you can tell, she's, well, content-ish. And yes, I checked, and I'm more confident to say Ash is a female leopard gecko, but and again, things could change. I mean, like, she is juvenile, so don't know how easy it is to tell gender when they're like juveniles. So yeah. But, oh, I never knew this. She has brown on her nose. That's, I never knew that. That's cool. But yeah, she's more content with me now. But like on day 1 of holding her, I couldn't really even do that without her freaking out. Oh, whoops. Still not good with head touches, but we're getting there. So I am sitting down just in case she does jump. She'll like jump practically onto my lap. Also, sorry for the background noise. It's Looney Tunes, obviously. But yeah. So this is what I'm saying more. But because the camera's like this, in real time I'm looking at her and then I'm looking at the camera and I'm going, well, that's creepy. Because she's looking right at the camera, but she's she technically wasn't. See, now she's looking at me, so this is what I'm saying. But that smile is terrifying. I've never seen a smile on like any leopard gecko. That's kind of like this. It looks crooked. But yeah. Also, I will say this. She has kind of. I wouldn't say she's like what's the word? Lightened up, but she has. So so it's funny because she's looking straight at the camera, but when I actually look at her, she's more like angled that way. But that's just all because I'm doing this, you know. This is technically what I'm seeing. There. She's always preferred her back like petted than her head. Like the closer you get to her neck, oh, she's gonna call me a liar. She normally doesn't like her neck. And then, yep, obviously doesn't like her head being messed with. But yeah, over time she'll be like Winters, where he's okay with like head touches a little bit. I mean, yeah, he'll pull away, obviously, but yeah. again, she has this creepy look to her. Oh, also, when picking a leopard gecko out, I had the choice between well, they said big or small. She was laying in a tree sleeping. She's always done it every time I've been in there and seen her. Okay, yeah, let me shut the light off. Better. Yeah. But she's always don't stay. She's always had this sleepy mood, like where she lazes around. She's always been lazy, as I should say. No offense. So, her foot, okay, good. But she is this alert, skittish. Ooh, don't need you jumping. Ooh, no, no. Okay, but anyways. And then they showed me the small one, which the small one's more friendly than her. It literally came out of the cave and everything to greet the person, but it was tiny. You see how big she is. She's good, I want to say, she's, mm, I don't know how big she would be. She's close to a foot, I want to say. So I'll say she's about not 9 inches. Yeah, probably 9 inches. No, no. I'll go with 5 inches from tip of nose to tip of tail. That's just a rough estimate. This thing was probably an inch long. The smaller leopard gecko. And as much as I realize kind of my mistake now, that I would have had a friendlier one if I went with the smaller one. I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I don't need I don't need I guess you could say be handling it and then just out of nowhere decides to jump like she's done before. Oh, and like she might be thinking about doing right now. But yeah. Um anyways, I'll try and lift her up. Okay. Woo. Yeah, got her. I'm not. I don't have my tripod out, so I'm doing this one-handed. So sorry for that. There. And then put this back on, since she's kind of cooled down some more. Doesn't make a difference, but yeah, she's right there now. But yeah, uh, this thing was smaller than her, so I made a good choice to go with a little bit of a less fragile, I guess you could say. But she is flighty and lazes around, but I can see why people think dinosaurs and lizards are probably descendants of, or like lizards are descendants of dinosaurs, even though there were lizards walking around during dinosaurs. Well, reptiles, I should say. Like dinosaurs are a type of reptile, is because of how like lizards walk. Like it's such a prehistoric walk that not many other reptiles do. Or well, let me put it this way, not many other animals walk like how reptiles walk. Unless it's a snake. Then there's tons of other animals that like shoot, look at worms, Sicilians. Did I mention worms at all? But leopard geckos almost walk like crocodilians. Well, most lizards walk like crocodilians, so this is probably not news to anyone. But I've never heard anyone else like agree or disagree on it. I think that lizards and crocodilians had an ancestor, like a common ancestor that they diverged from, because the walk is so distinct in lizards, and the only other animal that walks like a lizard are alligators and crocodilians. Well, crocodiles, so guarantee you. But anyways, so yeah, this was me basically holding Ash for close to 8 minutes, I want to say. But yeah, anyways, I wonder what she's doing. Let me guess, gonna go onto your rock or lay right there and fall asleep. Let's see what she does. Also, you can see the ears too, or like her ears too. They're like freaking holes in the side of her head, which I guess is technically what ears are. But yeah, so until next time, see y'all on the next one. Bye.